Welcome to StarWatch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next. What happens when three of China's most admired stars, Wang Yibo, Chong E, and Lin Yi, stand together in one single frame? A simple photo from Guizhou didn't just break the internet. It sparked a storm of debates, emotions, and unforgettable moments. Stay with StarWatch Now, because what we're about to uncover will take you deep into the heart of this extraordinary event. Under the limestone arches of Guizhou's Shuanghe Cave, one of the world's largest and most mysterious karst formations, an unexpected scene unfolded that set the entertainment world ablaze. On the evening of September 12, 2025, Wang Yibo, Cheng Yi, and Lin Yi appeared together in a cultural tourism and fashion event that instantly became more than just a show. What began as a series of unedited photographs leaked online quickly turned into a phenomenon, sparking conversation that rippled far beyond China's borders. The images captured three men with distinctly different auras: Yibo with his cool, untouchable charisma, Chong E with an elegance that seemed timeless, and Lin Yi with the warmth and innocence of youth. When these energies collided in one frame, the effect was electric, a rare moment where reality seemed to outshine fiction. Netizens called it the ceiling of appearance, a phrase that suggests a peak so high that nothing else compares. Yet the story was not only about appearances. The choice of setting carried meaning, too. By holding the event in a natural wonder carved over millions of years, the organizers created a symbolic bridge between tradition and modernity, nature and artistry. The cave became more than a backdrop. It was a silent witness to a new model of cultural storytelling, where fashion, celebrity, and tourism merged into a single narrative. The rawness of the photographs added a layer of authenticity that polished promotional images rarely convey. It reminded audiences that sometimes, what feels most real is what moves us most deeply. Fans were drawn not only to flawless visuals but also to fleeting, unguarded moments. A smile caught mid-turn, a gesture exchanged under the uneven light of the cave, expressions that revealed both the humanity and the magnetism of stardom. The impact of these images was immediate and profound. Within hours, social platforms were flooded with commentary, and discussions went beyond beauty or glamour. For some, the gathering of three leading stars in such a remarkable location symbolized the power of unity in an industry often divided by competition. For others, it was a reminder of how entertainment can transcend its usual boundaries and touch culture, commerce, and even tourism. What was once simply an offline event transformed into a cultural milestone, one that left fans exhilarated, inspired, and reflecting on the evolving relationship between celebrity, audience, and the world they inhabit together. When Wang Yibo stepped into the cavernous depths of Shuanghe Cave, the atmosphere shifted as though the natural wonder itself had paused to acknowledge his presence. Dressed in outdoor gear that was both stylish and practical, he embodied a harmony between elegance and functionality that felt entirely his own. The cave's filtered lighting struck his face in a way that revealed not just the smooth lines of his features, but also the quiet intensity of his expression. Each glance seemed sculpted, every angle of his profile strikingly sharp. Yet there was a softness in the way he carried himself that made the moment feel approachable. Fans across the world who watched the live stream or saw the raw photos felt as though they were witnessing not simply a celebrity at work, but a man stepping effortlessly into the dual role of idol and guide. What moved audiences most, however, was not just his appearance but his words. As he held the product in his hand and introduced details of the cave's ancient geology, Yibo reminded everyone with a simple line: "Be careful when exploring outdoors." It was more than advice. It was a reflection of his protective nature, a glimpse into the side of him that looks beyond performance and into the well-being of those who admire him. Coming from anyone else, it might have seemed routine, but from him it carried weight because of his history of reminding fans to act with responsibility. At that moment, his charisma expanded beyond aesthetics into something heartfelt, as if he were speaking directly to each person through the lens. The juxtaposition of his cool, distant aura with this warmth of concern created an almost magnetic pull. Viewers described him as breathtakingly handsome, yet what stayed with them long after was the sincerity behind his message. The cave stalactites, formed over millions of years, framed him like an eternal stage, yet it was his humanity that resonated. This balance between star power and vulnerability, between polished imagery and authentic connection, is what made his segment unforgettable. In a single appearance, Wang Yibo reminded the world that true influence is not only measured by how flawlessly one looks under the light, but by how deeply one's words and presence linger in the hearts of others. Cheng Yi's arrival at the Guizhou event carried a quiet but undeniable gravity, the kind of presence that does not demand attention yet inevitably draws every eye. Dressed in an ensemble inspired by martial traditions yet tailored with modern elegance, he looked as though he had stepped out of time itself, a bridge between past and present. His tall frame and composed demeanor gave the impression of a man who belonged to both the stage and the world beyond it, someone who could embody the grace of a scholar, the strength of a warrior, and the poise of a contemporary gentleman. His sharp brows and slender eyes softened whenever he smiled, creating a balance of intensity and warmth that captivated audiences in a way no filter or camera trick could ever replicate. But beyond his refined exterior, it was his dedication that truly left a mark on those who followed the event. Later, behind-the-scenes footage surfaced of Chong E rehearsing an action sequence filmed near the cave. In one striking moment, he collided with a rock during a demanding fight scene. Where many would have stopped, he steadied himself and carried on, each movement marked by focus and determination. That brief glimpse of resilience spoke louder than any scripted performance, revealing a layer of authenticity that fans cherish, proof that artistry is built not only on talent, but on perseverance and quiet strength. This commitment resonated deeply with viewers. They saw a man who, even in discomfort, held his composure with dignity, turning what could have been a mistake into a demonstration of resilience. It reminded audiences that stardom is not solely about appearances but also about the character one displays when no spotlight is shining. In the midst of an event designed to dazzle, Chong E became the embodiment of subtle power, an artist who respects his craft enough to endure, and who communicates as much through silence and discipline as others do with grand gestures. For fans, these moments confirmed why Chong E continues to hold such a distinct place in the entertainment world. He is admired not only for the elegance of his looks but for the consistency of his spirit, the way he carries himself with humility while never wavering in his pursuit of excellence. In Guizhou, framed by the timeless cave formations, his presence reminded everyone that true elegance is not fleeting. It is etched in the quiet strength of those who choose to keep moving forward. Lin Yi, the youngest of the three, brought a radiant, youthful energy. Dressed in sporty attire, his fresh smile and lively interactions with fans made him shine like the sun. But fame comes with a price. Later that evening, reports surfaced of fans crowding his hotel until early morning. The hashtag please give Lin Yi space began trending, opening a new wave of discussions about privacy, boundaries, and respect for celebrities in real life. This was more than just a fashion show. With live stream views surpassing 32 million and over 50,000 pre-orders of new products, the event proved the unstoppable power of celebrity culture. Guizhou Tourism reported a 470% surge in bookings for Shuanghe Cave during the National Day holiday. Beyond the glamour, the collaboration created a new model for cultural tourism, one that fuses natural wonders, fashion, and entertainment into a single, unforgettable experience. Emotional angle, 340. For fans, emotions were everywhere. Excitement at seeing their idols together, joy at their smiles and gestures, worry for Lin Yi's safety, and pride in seeing Chong Yi's resilience. But perhaps the most lasting feeling was inspiration. The idea that stars, no matter how bright, are also human, balancing their work, their passion, and their personal lives under the intense spotlight of fame. What made this moment truly special was not just the visual feast, but the reflection it sparked. Fans began asking, how can we support our idols while respecting their personal space? How can brands continue creating meaningful events that go beyond red carpets and airport chaos? In many ways, this event has set a precedent. a reminder that celebrity culture can evolve into something deeper, blending art, nature, and community. One photo, one event, 3 stars, yet countless emotions. From breathtaking visuals to heated debates, the gathering of Wang Yibo, Cheng Yi, and Lin Yi in Guizhou will be remembered as more than just a viral moment. It was a turning point that showed the extraordinary influence of celebrities, the passion of fans, and the delicate balance between admiration and respect. Thank you for watching StarWatch Now. If this story moved you, inspired you, or simply made you smile, don't forget to hit the like button, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more stories about the stars who shape our world. Stay tuned, because the next big story might be even closer than you think. Until then, take care and keep shining.